Dealerships, once witnessing electric cars flying off the shelves, are now filled with stockpiles of unsold inventory. As per Cox Automotive, over 92,000 EVs are currently standing, a staggering 342% jump from last year, when the figure stood at a mere 21,000.
I just want to thank you for visiting my channel. Ask that you subscribe if you like my content. To like, hit the button down below to get reminders. My content is kind of all over the place. It might be me just having a talk about something that's on my mind, or I might be trying to show you something, but it's kind of a mixed bag of things. Leave your comments below. If there's a topic you want me to cover, feel free to ask me to do that. I do ask that comments be kept kind and courteous. I do this just for my enjoyment and also to hopefully help others. You take care and God bless. Pop Tom here. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Remember, God loves you.
Ford is facing a huge EV crisis, and the CEO just shut down EV production, sending a brutal warning to the entire auto industry. Ford is facing massive consumer backlash, with most customers completely rejecting their EVs. Ford is grappling with low demand and is selling its EVs at a huge loss. Firing EV production workers, 92,000 unsold Ford electric cars piled up at dealer lots, and losing $4.5 billion on EVs in just one single year. This is nothing short of catastrophic, and it will affect the entire car industry. But all that just flipped. CEO Jim Farley now went against electric vehicles and announced that Ford will double down on what the common man loves: affordable combustion engine cars, while simultaneously shutting down production of their flagship EVs. Why are customers rejecting EVs so hard? What did Ford suddenly realize that made them abandon EVs and start investing billions into gas-powered cars again? And how has Ford's decision to shut down EV production completely changed GM's stance as well? You think you know what's going on, but trust me, you have no idea how big this is.
Holy smokes, that's quite a thing. Government's trying to push EVs on us, but nobody wants them. I can see them in the cities. I can see them in certain situations, but not most of the public don't want them, and most of the public can't use them. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Leave your comments below. Do you have an EV? Tell me your plus and minuses of them. I'd sure like to know. Let's keep watching here.
Ford forgot how to make affordable cars and wanted to position themselves as a luxury car maker, and now they are facing the consequences. How bad is it? How does $4.5 billion bad?
Wow. Let's see what's going on in Chevy GM world. I'm going to pull up a video here and see what's going on there.
Just shut down EV production and abandoned most of her electric plans for good. GM's decision to suddenly ditch EVs is sending shockwaves through the industry. The reason? Shockingly, nobody is buying them. Nearly 92,000 EVs are piling up at dealer lots with no customers to buy them. The situation is so bad that GM is even selling EVs at massive losses. CEO Mary Barra just went against EVs and announced that GM will now cut EV production and focus on what the common man loves: affordable combustion engine cars. Why did Mary Barra suddenly shut down EV production? Are they giving up on electric cars completely? And why is Ford also shutting down EV production? Come with me as I uncover the story of what could possibly be the biggest disaster in the car industry to date. In a striking revelation, General Motors announced a delay in their production of all-electric Silverado trucks at the Orion Assembly Plant in Michigan, moving it from its original date to 2025. This shocking shift comes amid a significant slowdown in U.S. EV sales, raising concerns about the EV boom. EVs aren't selling as everyone expected, and these overpriced vehicles are definitely not the answer to the needs of middle-class consumers. Despite favorable government incentives to promote electric vehicles, U.S. EV sales growth rate took a downturn, declining by over 20% in just the first half of this year. Dealerships, once witnessing electric cars flying off the shelves, are now filled with stockpiles of unsold inventory. As per Cox Automotive, over 92,000 EVs are currently standing, a staggering 342% jump from last year, when the figure figure stood at a mere $21,000. In an official statement, GM explained, General Motors today confirmed its decision to retime the conversion of its Orion assembly plant to EV truck production to late 2025. This is to better manage capital investment while synchronizing with the evolving EV demand. This waning EV demand and the pursuit of profitability isn't unique to GM. Other auto behemoths, including Ford and Tesla, are recalibrating their EV strategies to maximize revenue. Tesla, for instance, has slashed prices on several models by thousands, responding to apprehensions over dampening consumer expenditure. Ford, not to be left behind, also initiated price cuts, grappling with a projected loss of $4.5 billion on its EVs for the year. To break it down, Ford loses a whopping $32,000 on every EV sold, with their Ford Model E division already in the red by about $1.8 billion as of July.
Even Tesla's cutting back on their prices. People can't afford them. I can't afford one. Where I live, they make 0 cents whatsoever. What are your thoughts on this? That's again the government putting the cart before the horse. Instead of talking to the producers of these vehicles and setting the practicality of, how is this going to work? How can we make this happen? They set policy and regulations that are unreachable by these companies, and they're losing billions of dollars because of decisions made by the politicians. Anyway, what are your thoughts? And then on the other side, though, what's interesting is there is a company in BC, Alberta, called Evison Motors. They're building heavy-duty trucks, not over the highway trucks, but like log trucks, concrete trucks, that kind of stuff. They're electric trucks with a diesel generator built on them. So they're using the same concept of a locomotive, for example. And, they say that right now the battery technology is not there to be all EV or all electronics. And I think that's part of the challenge with just even pickup trucks or 1 tons, 3/4 tons as well. I laugh at these designs for the charger units. What if you pull into one of those places, you've got an all EV, let's say a F-250, and you're pulling a trailer, an RV. How in the heck are you going to get in there and charge those? You're going to end up blocking off all the systems. They're not set up for, trucks and RVs, even big semis. How are they dealing with that? Yeah, they're slowly getting there, but they're not at the point where they can get that done. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment. If you like this kind of information, let me know. I'm all over the board. I bring in some thoughts of me, things that I find interesting, politics, a little of everything. So anyway, you take care. Remember, you are loved and God loves you. Bye for now.